Sound heard. Does this sound really bad? Oh, I think I know why. I haven't got the filters on. Hold on. Noise suppression. Compressor. Okay, cool. Let me try. I had to remake the item. There's like a horrible, like a high-pitched noise if I don't put on the noise suppression. But it sounds fine now. Yes. Yes. We are gonna make some music here today. Everybody. Just gotta get my stream, get my chat up here. Cool. So today we are writing some music for Barovia. Barovia is the home of Strahd, the vampire lord. It exists in a demi-plane of dread. Which one was it again? One of them. It's on the world of Ravenloft, which is like it's a part of Shadowfell in Forgotten Realms, or in D&D. And oh, just give me a second. My daughter just came in. Yeah. おやすみ。始めたよ。Yeah. My room has been infiltrated by a 4-year-old. This can sometimes happen. But I've gotten apples. Treasures abound. So Ravenloft was a setting. It's a gothic horror setting that takes place in the extra-dimensional space known as the Demiplane of Dread. And it is linked to Faerun, the Forgotten Realms, by the way of the ethereal plane. But I mean, you could cross over there with spells and various other ways. Plane shift, astral plane. Yeah. It's like a, and Barovia is one of those countries where Strahd, the vampire lord, lives, and he the thing is, I'm starting this campaign soon, and I'm gonna be the dungeon master, and you can tell how much I've prepared so far. I don't know a lot, but if anyone of you've played Baldur's Gate 3. You know, you probably have heard of the Shadowfell, which is like Shar's domain that she created, right? And the Demiplane of Dread is just like a part of the Shadowfell, I suppose. Very cool. Very, very cool. Barovia is the oldest and best known of the domains of Dread, and the domain of the vampire count Strahd von Zarovich. And yeah. It says it originally existed on the prime material plane, but it was whisked away. The entire valley was transported to the Shadowfell by mists controlled by evil entities known as the Dark Powers. And so on. I don't know if that really matters as a backstory for... yeah, I gotta be careful of the spoilers if any of my players are currently watching. You're in Breath of the Wild right now. You'll be playing a very gloomy Breath of the Wild then. I'm gonna try and make it like less gloomy. Well, I'm gonna make it gloomy, but like in a cool way. You know, like Diablo gloomy. You know, like Diablo cool. Oh, BOTC. Oh, I see. It's like Super Diablo. But you know, we are not apologetic here at OG RPG Music. I was isekai'd into Breath of the Wild. Damn, that sounds awesome. So that's a cool guitar. I'm thinking this tempo. So intro, we're gonna do a big little swell because it's a good way to start a little like welcome. Kind of big boomy swell. Double dip in. I don't want to be part of your double dip. That's okay. There we go. Maybe add some reverb on that. Little. Oops, that was too late. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's a bit more like execution. I guess that's execution. That's like an easy. It's an easy death. Death in Barovia will be slow and painful. I think it's like more like, I imagine like your soul being doomed or trapped, you know. People might beg for death in this cursed land. So I'm thinking like, since we're doing like gothic horror and it's like a little bit Baroque, Renaissance inspired, I guess. It's very like vaguely in that like sphere. I'm thinking I want to do like some solo strings, like cellos, especially solo cello, because it sounds very like sad and you know, emotional and dark, I suppose, is kind of what we want to try to go for. I have this. I'm not sure if this is gonna be right. It is installed on my computer. What you talking about? I need to resave this patch. Loading, loading. There we go. Tina Guo. I'm gonna try that first. Gonna try a couple of different solo violins. It's very emotional, but maybe it's like too nice, you know? I'm gonna try another one, a couple of other ones. Got these ones. Yes, this one. There's like no there's like no vibrato on this. That's it. That's interesting. Okay. No vibrato is like a bit too like a pirate, I think. This is a bit too more like yo, yo, ho, you've come to my ship. I've got some treasure tucked away. I'm thinking there's got to be somewhere between, expression-wise, between this and that super vibrato-y one. I do have another one though. Let's see. This one. Instruments are kind of like people, you know. They're characters. This one's quite nice because yeah, it feels a bit more like it's not too over the top emotional, but like the Tina Go one is like very embellished and very nice for like big like emotional lines, but this one is a bit more like mellow, I think. So gonna try that. Maybe put a little delay bus on here. just to make it a bit more ambient. Am I playing music? Are you not hearing the music? Are you guys hearing the music or not? But I have it coming through. Hold on. The thing is, I can see the output moving and sort of giving feedback, but I didn't actually check the stream myself. So, can you hear this? Could you hear that? Okay, I gotta check the stream then. The thing is, they updated the app since last week because they broke the feature where Mac could like share an application, and then they fixed it. They patched it again this week, so I set it up again. Okay, I'm not hearing any audio on the stream. Right, that's not good. All right, let me just try and fix that then quickly. Yo, how you doing? So this is weird. Yeah, I can't get audio from the app. Great. So nothing. Okay. We'll just try something else then. I'll figure this out. I've got you. I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve still. Multi-output. Reroute. I got another app that can reroute audio from like a different channel. I can feed that into the stream. Okay, now you can hear. I can hear. Yay, sweet music to your ears. Sweet, okay, awesome. Then we can commence. Your ears are bleeding now. My ears! Okay, so awesome. We're gonna use this cello. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, like I wanted to go for a sort of like a Baroque kind of vibe. So what I'm thinking is like this kind of, I want to give it like an air of this kind of like ballroom classical kind of like balls, you know, with like the sort of vampire lord, but it's kind of like in a kind of sad kind of way, but like it still retains like an air of that like sort of classical music, kind of high society sort of feel in like a gloomy way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But obviously this track is gonna be kind of ambient, but I kind of want to try and retain some of that color in the background. So what I mean by that is obviously like the usual suspects, like harpsichord and some strings and some woodwind sections and stuff. But then I'm also gonna use these like kind of more gothic like sounding like lutes. A little bit sort of Diablo vibes in there because it's awesome. And you know, a little bit of this, but like a lot more subtle. I think actually I can reduce the transient on this to make it even more ambient. I could just like pull down the attack 100%. If I do this, it'll so he very quickly goes into like noir investigation, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing if I do it right. Noir, classical vampires. I mean, it is kind of, it's probably going to be like an investigation of some sorts. So I think having some of that, like a little bit of that element, is probably not bad. I'll throw in like a string section here just because it's a lot easier to work with writing out the entire string section. And then I'll just scatter in some solo strings where I need them, like this cello, for example. Oh shit, what? Oh, right. So I'm kind of trying to figure out like what is the what's the harmonic language that I'm sort of trying to stick to here, because like whenever I do like devils and stuff, it's usually, you know, the classic kind of like tritone. But like here it's a bit different. It's a bit more like it has more emotion to it, you know. So vampires are often, I guess, like emotionally speaking, they obviously they don't have a soul or a heart or whatever, but they think that they do, but they're like very selfish, you know. It's like my needs are not fulfilled. I need to, you know, every like maybe they have like their sights set on this one person that they have like envisioned to have this like love relationship with, and it's like, you have to love me because reasons, and if you don't, then I'll kill you and raise you from the dead as a vampire. I don't know, something like that, you know. It's like some they're kind of mental, you know, not in like a reasonable human way, but like they have like a sort of an emotional drive, as opposed to like a devil who would be more like driven by, you know, gain. I don't think they have any like emotional drives other than revenge, you know, and anger and hate. But devils should be differentiated from demons in that demons are very hateful in a very chaotic way, but devils are hateful in a very like cunning and calculated way. Like they'll get their revenge eventually. Well, a demon would just kind of be like, I'll get the revenge no matter what the cost. But I think a vampire, like where I don't know where a vampire sits in that, but the thing is, like, classically vampires and revenge is not like an arc that's very typical. They just kind of hide away in their little castle. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Harmonic language. That's what I started to talk about. So these chords, I know I'm gonna use these chords. It's kind of like a subdominant 6, and the sort of the dominance, the dominant diminished minor. It can even kind of potentially dip into these sort of major side paths where it's like you almost get like a feeling that there's something justifiable to this person's actions, because this is like a sort of like there's a hint of like some kind of understanding or justification. Harmonic minor is a good. That's kind of like. So harmonic minor in classical music would not use the major 7th step on the way down again. The reason being, I think, is if I do that, I'll easily get into the kind of desert nomads territory. But if you go up, as long as you don't go down there, you're okay. You can dip into it. It's a very fine line I have to tread. So if I want to go down to the 6th step, I have to go by the 7th, like that. So I'm trying to restrict my harmonic language a little bit. Vampires depicted as counterparts to werewolves. Yeah. Ballroom, you find in Bloodborne. I've actually started playing Bloodborne recently. So I don't know if I can see the multi-stream chat. Oh, there we go. Devils are motivated by controlling or dominating people through rigid laws. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I love the whole kind of like law versus chaos with devils and demons. That's why they're in like an eternal war. And that's why devils often kind of argue that they're the only things that like saving the world from collapse. It's like without the devils. So that's why the gods don't step in to try to bring the devils down, because they need them. They work as like a bottleneck to the impending doom of demons kind of taking over the universe and just destroying everything, to return it to the primordial chaos where everything is just chaotic matter. That's like what the demons want. Reshape it. I don't know what they want to do, but just bathe in chaotic matter. Yay. Okay, let's actually start making some music. So I'm gonna add some tremolos. I'm gonna add some kind of dark, kind of bassy thing. La 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 la. La 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 la. Testing. Okay, there we go. Sometimes it's like it just freaking drops out. It's a bit glitchy. Cool. I hope I will get through the rest of the stream with no more problems. Yeah, I've been good. I've been good. It's been I've been working on like there's a game that's coming out. Well, it's 2 games. There's one game coming out today that I worked on for the past while, and there's another game coming out in 2 weeks. So I've been kind of preparing sound effects and finalizing that. I do all the sounds and I do all the music and all the implementation voice and stuff. Yeah, this week I've been game jamming with another group of developers on a game. Yeah, I was allowed to work on small little things on the side, as long as it didn't impact my other work. I need to figure out the start of this piece, or else I'm gonna. Yeah, they were part of that. Yeah. Okay. That's at least a start. I think I can work with that. Just gotta get something down. Nope. Mac, you must have for quality music production? No, absolutely not. Hello, Mac Ivan. Okay. Yeah, I think a part of me wishes that I could do some like I work on PC. It's just I'm too far gone now. I don't think I can change over. It's just a lot of software works better on PC. Probably one of the reasons I didn't change this because I worked on Hightail for 10 years and I had all my projects on there and then we never got around to releasing it, so ended up staying on Mac for like too long. I had Macs ever since I was born. I had Mac and I was like kind of a Mac fanboy, but then yeah, I mean I do some work on PC. I recently started working in Unreal, and I can't work on anything else than on the PC for Unreal. And I can work in Wise and in Reaper on PC, but Logic doesn't work on PC. So I would have to change DAW, which means I would have to, build all of these presets, and as you can see, there's like, hundreds of presets that I've created over the years of just like stuff, so not having access to my presets anymore, I think is like kind of just I don't know if I can be bothered, almost like changing engines. Yeah. At least for this is fine. My favorite instruments to play? Good question. I used to be a drummer, so I'd say I'm the best at the drums, but I haven't actually played drums in 10 years, so I don't know. I mean, maybe the piano, I guess, because that's what I play the most in my work. But I don't know if I really... I'm not like good enough on... Oh, yeah, I do have a guitar. I liked playing on the guitar before, but I don't really play on it very much anymore. I don't know if I really love playing instruments that much. Which sounds weird to say because I'm a musician, but I guess I'm just not that good at it. But piano, I think, yeah, I enjoy playing the piano. I kind of wish I was a bit better though. Like I wish I could like play virtuosic things, Let's see if I can find some more kind of dark things. Organic space mallets. What's that? Sometimes I find presets that I'm like, what the hell? Right. Nothing I can use, in other words. Hang drum, it's kind of like a deserty sounding instrument. You can actually. You can actually use it for other things if you kind of like hide the fact that it sounds kind of deserty. And it has like a nice sustained kind of nice sustained tone. So you can kind of keep that bass. I can even add more bass to that. Are these just for songs for YouTube? Yes. I'm actually starting a new D&D campaign with my friends soon. So I'm writing the song for that. And then I'm sharing it online so people can use it if they want to as well. We're going to play Curse of Strahd, which is like a famous campaign. I actually went into town to try and get the book, and they said it's gone out of production or something, so I couldn't actually get the book anymore. Which was a bit annoying, but I guess I'll be reading the material online. Would I be able to use a non-Hytale music in a video I'm working on? Yeah, sure. You mean the D&D stuff? Yeah. Yeah, you could. You can actually get all the files if you, you know, subscribe to the Patreon. ... Hint, nudge, nudge. If you want like the high quality WAV files, you can grab them all on there. Otherwise, you know, check Travis Savoy's Into the Mists. Oh yeah, I haven't heard that. I'll take note of it. This is so weird. Oh, we came back on. What the hell? Right. Well, thanks for looking out for me, guys. I literally can't tell because on my stream it just shows that I've got audio going through. It's like, yeah, you've got, there's like the, you know, the output shows there's like sound in the channel. So I have no clue why it doesn't like send it to Twitch sometimes. It must be some bugs. So sorry about that. I'm using Streamlabs right now. Huh. Yeah, well, let's just hope they fix it in another update or something. Can't really do much else. Can add some harmonics. harmonics. Maybe I'll gonna keep this going one more round. Oh, whoops. Hang drum. Maybe I'll add like a low layer in the bass to kind of sustain the bass a bit more. Maybe some just double basses here. Just like very low in the mix here. Just gonna see how that carries over from the previous. I'm just gonna sort out a setting here. MIDI chase. Could have that. Yeah, that's just one long note, but it has some automation on it that kind of goes up and down a little bit. So there's not like nothing happening. Just this stuff under the hood here. Maybe I'll add some like flute or something, some really kind of like dark sounding flute. All right, cool. See you around, Foxblood. Maybe I can try and like make a melody happen here. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll try and put a flute melody in here. My mouse software doesn't work on my mouse in my new PC. That's... You could say that's a tiny... That's a squeaky problem. No, okay. was trying to think of a mouse pun, but sounds like a cheesy issue. Anybody else, please post something better. Everybody's like, stick to music. Gotta do another round. Adjust this timing here because it was like way off. Cool. So this guitar sounds pretty cool, but I kind of feel like it needs to be like softer or softened by something like either, I don't know. I'm thinking of doubling it with a lute and then maybe turning down the sharpness a little bit to make it a bit more ambient. This one is. Okay, so no note can go over 2045. So I need to transform it. Velocity limiter. Set nothing above 42. Operate. Add a little bit of delay there. And just turn this down, I guess. Maybe I'll add some chorus on this. Make it a little bit more 90s vibes. Yes. Well, this actually has too much bass now. Okay, so we want to add some other shit in the background. So I could like manually write tremolo waves, but I've actually got a tremolo waves library that does the waves for you. Are you? There we go, yeah. Stop asking me about Gurk. Just chilling like that. Maybe I actually have too much reverb here now. Ah, I love that little... Yes! That's so metal. What is it about that? Ah, why does that sound so awesome? So I've done... Oh yeah. I guess it's because it sounds... It's kind of like I'm using that kind of like the diminished thing there. Very, very cool. I should just put this for some alt reverb on that. Put on my favorite big old cathedral. The Cane Cathedral. It's like a big Gothic cathedral. It's like a nice little melody there. There's too much reverb. Let's just put that in there. Strahd has been cursed with Otto's irresistible dance. Wait, what? I guess the problem with if I do that, I can't overshadow what's happening here, because that sounded really good. Okay, right. I don't think I will if I play the same harmony. So now I need a new section. I've decided. maybe. Let's try that. Let's try and also smoothen out some of the high end. I think I'll actually do that with Soothe. Just some high end resonance control to try to soften those sharp frequencies. Great. Yeesh. Like that. Guess we don't have to so strictly. Can like humanize some of these notes a little bit. Hello, Allegro. Well met. I think I kind of need to load in a string section at this point. I think I'll use this Cinematic Studio strings because they're quite thick and lush. I think they'll work for this. Okay, I've got way too much reverb on there. Oh, it's because of the bus. Now when it's using the big hole. Maybe I could even afford adding a little bit of pizzicato. Would that be too silly? Too shwilly? Silly willy? Maybe it would be a little silly, I don't know. We don't know unless we try. A little bit of movement. It's kind of cute, and Halloween is also kind of cute, and that's like soon, so maybe we can justify some pizzicato in there, as long as the surrounding elements are imposing enough. Oh yeah. We can add some like ghostly texture thing on top here, just to like make it like extra creepy. Some ghostly strings. Get some in here. This is more like running away, but actually no. It's like way too scary, I guess. Maybe some bells. Maybe that would make it sound kind of like the spirits, you know, the dark spirits that lurk about. I was thinking like I could add church organ, but that would be a bit more like you're in the castle, you know. There could be a part with church organ as well, I suppose, but should I add some woodwinds as well, like backing, some backing woodwinds? Maybe I should add the woodwind section just in case. Woodwinds. English horn is nice. I love English horn, regardless of the setting. English horn can be used in any setting. And this is as good a setting as any. Horny for English horn. Yep. Pretty much. Could I, if it only had a little bit more vibrato, that could have been really nice. Like a super vibrato-y English horn. Alas. Ooh, what if I cheated in some extra vibrato with like a kilohertz rack LFO? I guess if I added a kilohertz frequency shifter and added an LFO to it. I need to put it in a rack, right? Rack. Where is it? What is it called? Kilohertz is like stack or kilo. Hearts. Snap heap, that's the one. Jeez. Why does it have to have such a weird name? Snap heap. Frequency shifter with a with an LFO modulator. How do I link that? How do these link together? Oh, I see. Great, there we go. Okay. Oh god, this sounds bad. Sounds so much worse than I thought it would. You know what, actually, it's not that bad. Because if you turn it off, it's the same. Jesus. It's not exactly the same, I guess. Let's just try and put it in, and then it might get like obfuscated enough by this run. Try to decide if this sounds terrible or not. I think I'm just trying to add too much stuff. I think I don't need to add this much material into one segment. It's always been my problem, is like adding too much stuff to one part. Like usually you only really need like 2 or 3 elements. I think I was trying to do something kind of like a sort of howl here. Maybe I can increase that a bit. Where's my whistler? I'm like a whistle. There we go. Kind of sounds like a howl. Especially if I like, maybe if I mess with it a bit. Pitch wheel. You can like reduce the formant. Okay, let's try that. Needs a bit less attack, this. A little bit less. Like that. About this reverb. I do like the orchestra, but I think it doesn't work so well for this. Maybe this is a better one, especially for the this needs like a little bit less bass. I think I have this like soft, like
symbol swells somewhere in here. I just can't remember where it is. I think it's in Symphobia. One of the Symphobia libraries. It's like soft suspended symbols. So useful for this kind of thing. Extras, no. Salinas. No. Full orchestra. Long textures and effects, probably not this one, but I'll double check. Rhythmic textures. What's this? That's pretty cool if I ever need like some kind of battle. Dark textures. Cool. That's a kind of cool sound. Maybe I'll use that. It was not what I was looking for, but well, maybe I can search here actually. Okay, symbol. Okay, suspended symbol. I can't imagine that this is the one where I find it, but Lumina all in one. I've always never used Lumina. I was really enamored by Lumina when I heard it the first time, but I was a bit young when I got it. Because Lumina has cool, beautiful sounding things, but it's not very easy to use for like a lot. Why is it so freaking compressed? You can hear the compressor going like. Nope. That's not the one. I'm gonna actually try the Cineperic ones. I feel like maybe there was like some loud. I think there are some soft ones in there if I click the right button. Let's go. Nah, they're all like very like hard. Oh my god. Do I really not have that? I was so sure I had something like that. I need some soft suspended symbols. Maybe there was some in here. The weird thing about this library is that when you release, you have to like it like goes down. That's just where the release is like programmed badly. So I have to like turn it up after the release to like compensate for a drop in velocity. Okay, maybe we should just move on. This one has got a slow release on it. I'll add a little bit of that. Kind of needs a little bit of that. Maybe I'll add a little bit of delay on that. Right, I think I'm gonna add some pads and stuff to try and compensate a little bit here. This is a great one. This is called Sugar Rush from Omnisphere. It's a good one, just saves you a lot of trouble because it's like very interesting. It sounds like that. Don't worry about Chapman of Pixels. He's just an old drunk guy who keeps coming on my stream. I don't know. I can't stop him. Old, yes. I can't say that, I guess. An old crazy fool. Yeah, crazy old fool. It's like one of those people that you meet them and they have like a standoff. They like stand there insulting each other and then they're like, oh my god, is this guy like gonna attack us? And then the hero and the guy like does a big hug and it's like, come here, you son of a bitch. That's basically me and Chapman of Pixels. That you're horny on Twitch said sober. Speaking of Chapman of Pixels, he's releasing a game in 2 weeks. A game that I did the music and the sound for. And it's gonna be awesome. I mean, it is awesome because it's already finished.
send you the link. Go wishlist it right now. Yeah. Yeah, it's a heartwarming narrative. It's a really good story. You should play it for show. And it's very challenging platforming, actually. So if you like hard games, you should definitely try it. Maybe just some normal guitar. Oh, that would like. Normal guitar sounds very nice. In that case, I don't think I need this pizzicato actually, because then I have it like enough. Maybe I'll actually hold up on the cello too for now. This is like a Diablo progression. So nice. Maybe the harpsichord is like, is it like kind of at a place? Like it's kind of hard to get it. It's really hard to get like ambient harpsichord. It's like the least ambient instrument in the world. Unless you're like in a Baroque hall, I guess. Okay, maybe I can. I think what I need to do is to add some instruments to kind of cloud this sound a little bit. A little bit trills, half trills. Very low volume on this. Oh, I see. It's because it's tied to. I see why, because it was super loud. Just need to fix these. I kind of get like, now I get some kind of feeling of Diablo, obviously. Like, what else was it? Was that a bassoon that was kind of playing in the background? I think so. I think it was like a sort of like a bassoon layer and cool. I don't really care about sounding like something, because that's not really the point of this. Is to kind of give people associations to things. It's not really about being like original, really. It's just giving a feel of something. So then you can have to make use of familiarity a lot. So for the transition, I'm just gonna use like a gong slide here. Shing. I'm gonna just tune this down. Get rid of that high end. It's like very sharp. I don't know why I care so much about this sound having body, but okay, if I click it too hard, I get that.
thinking like some kind of fluty trill on top of this other trill. Maybe that's a bit too much. Maybe I'll just double the harpsichord here and turn the harpsichord down a bit. Sounds kind of nice. Bit of delay. Never hurt nobody. I wonder what happens if I take away the harpsichord now. Suddenly I was an octave up. I'm not complaining though. Yeah, I think I just need to have a bit more. Gonna perform with a bit stronger velocity. Yeah, let's try that. Hey, AFS. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, good. Just trying to build up the channel, you know. Thank you. I hope you guys have been now enjoying the portfolio. Nice.
the channel's doing pretty good. Growing little by little every week. I think I get like a couple of subscribers on Twitch at least a week. I don't know. I haven't looked at the stats on YouTube yet, but yeah, I'm just trying to output as many things as I can. Obviously, I'm not racking up a lot of views yet. I usually only get like 150 views on a song, you know. So hopefully it'll be more over time. But yeah, I think I just need to build the channel up, you know. I haven't got like that many videos up there. Got about 17 songs uploaded right now. So the plan is to have like 100, you know, eventually. I think if I have 100, then the channel should start picking up some pace. Otherwise, I don't know. I guess I'll just keep going. But the plan right now, anyway, is to try and build up a pretty sizable library. Because once I have like a pretty good library, then it can start actually becoming a reasonable, like a decent resource for people to use, you know, for music that they need. Before that, it's just kind of like a haphazard collection of random tunes, isn't it? Jeez. Not a whole collection of songs, just a bit of a collection of songs. Exactly. I just need to take away this little kind of low endy. I just want this like creepy kind of whistly thing. Didn't I have some bells here somewhere? Well, let me find those again. A game, just finished one game, so I'm checking back in. It's going good. I'll probably end the stream soon and maybe do a bit of gaming, a little bit of gaming before bed. I'm just gonna try and fix this next section a little. Why can't I sub to you? Can't you sub on Twitch? Oh, it's because you have to sub on the Patreon. No, just kidding. Imagine if I started scamming people. Yeah, some Night Train. I'm down. So down. I need some reverb on these. Bear trills. Get rid of the bus send here. Whoopsie whoopsie. There we go. Turn that off. Actually, now maybe little strings here. Yeah, I feel like this piece needs a lot of lush strings. Yeah. All right. Cool. Sounds pretty cool so far. I've got like almost 3 minutes of music there. Probably gonna call it so I get time to play some games before bed. But because last week I streamed for like 4 hours. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'll finish the piece this week, or I'll finish it next week. I don't know. Probably this week. Cool. Yeah, that's what we got so far. So yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. I'm gonna end the stream now, and I'll be back next week to stream again, and I'll probably be writing more of this kind of thing. Since I'm starting my campaign, I'm gonna have like a couple of pieces ready to start off with for the campaign. Could be pretty cool. So yeah, I want to have like a lot of music, I think, for the kind of general Barovia exploration, at least. Yeah, maybe I'll write like multiple. I don't know, or just one long one. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for listening, and remember to check out my Patreon if you want to support me, and subscribe to YouTube and stuff that also is very supportive. Subscribe, like, and all that things. And yeah, I hope you like the music so far. And if you like D&D, you should use it. And if you haven't tried D&D, you should play it. And also, yes, buy Blanky, the game that I linked earlier. I'll link it again because that is coming out in 2 weeks, and it's got my music on it, and it's got my sounds on it, and it's really, really cool, and it's actually a really good game. It's got a really cool story, and yeah, it's quite challenging to play, and it's got some very cool mechanics that you might not have tried before. And it's got me playing a clown that is crazy, and I'm singing as the clown and also doing all the laughing sound effects as the clown, so you don't want to miss that. You can just imagine me singing, being a crazy clown. There is also another game coming out today. It's called Slip and Slime, and it's made by my friend Carter, who I worked with on Hightail, and we've made this game. Not just me and him, other people too, but that's this one. You can check out the trailer. You can check out the trailer on both of the games, obviously. Just go there, and it's got my music and sounds on it as well. And it's coming out. It's coming out today. You're gonna be able to play it very soon. Yeah, it hasn't been released just yet, it seems, but it says it's releasing today. So I'm gonna go and check in with the others after and see what they say. But yeah, that's both of those games you should definitely get. Games. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a while until I release more. I got plenty of games in the works. I got plenty of games cooking. So a lot of games in the horror genre, actually. But in a fun way, I'd like to think, like a fun horror way, not like a super dark way. Yeah. So there's lots of cool stuff coming up over the next year. Yeah, remember to check out if you want to just keep up to date with all that. Follow me on Blue Sky. Obviously, you can follow me OG RPG Music on Blue Sky if you're interested in just getting, whenever I post the videos, I post them on my Blue Sky, as well as on YouTube, of course. But for all the games that I'm working on, I post it on this Blue Sky channel or profile. Yeah, this one, Jam, because that's like my new artist name now. It's Jam, so that's what name I'm gonna go under for all the games I work on, most likely going forward. Apart from maybe Hightail, I don't know. Maybe I'll even slam it on there. Who knows? if that becomes a thing again. Who knows? I don't really know. Anyway, that's enough out of me. So thanks for coming, and hope you have a great night and the rest of your week. And I'll see you again next week. Thanks for coming.